We want the smoke. We've got the smoke. We've got the title. It's a pretty heavy title. Not gonna lie. It's a good weight to this one actually. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I'm finally here doing Wrestlemania 36 Night 2 review. I'm a couple of weeks behind, dealing with work, kids and life. So I sort of really took time to sink in what happened in the Wrestlemania weekend before doing this video. So here we are. We're actually on April the 18th now, so it's been a good couple of weeks since WrestleMania. A couple of Raw SmackDowns since then, so I can sort of talk about what's happened from there and give you my verdict on what happened at 36 as overall, which obviously I was supposed to have gone to if you've watched the videos. So yeah, let's jump into it. So the first match, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. Now I'm surprised, first of all, that this was on so early in the show. Didn't think it would open the show. And I thought it would be a very predictable match. I thought Rhea Ripley was going to win this, have a really good match, really put her over even more after the year she's had. As you've seen in my prediction videos, of Rhea Ripley was walking out of WrestleMania 36 with this title. As we all saw, that didn't happen. Charlotte Flair did actually win the match and is the NXT Women's Champion. So I wasn't really sure how that was going to work. Was she going to go down to NXT? And that's what we thought was going to happen. It appears she's still staying on the main roster, but she's challenging people from NXT for that title. So rumours are Rhea Ripley's had to obviously stay in Australia because her visa apparently is expired. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Just read what's on the internet. Obviously with everything going on with COVID-19 as well, if she is in Australia, she won't be travelling to America anyway. So yeah, that's maybe why Charlotte won it. I'm not sure. But now she's got Io Shirai, is it? I can't even pronounce it, rubbish with names. Is the next challenger. So let's see how Charlotte sort of pushes the title further. Whether or not with her having it, will raise it even more than what it was. I mean, it's already quite a substantial title with Rhea Ripley having it. But see what happens with Charlotte Flair. So yeah, she won. Woo! Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. This match sort of, I don't know, I've sort of watched Raw SmackDown. I didn't really catch how this match came about. But Aleister Black is a great match. Every time he's in the ring, he puts on performance. He's hard hitting. He's fast paced. It's just a great match to watch. Bobby Lashley sort of going to and fro. He's not really got a sort of story or route at the minute that he's going with. He's got Lana at the ring screaming her head off, which is annoying. But yeah, it was a good match. Aleister Black obviously won the match, which I expected it to. Really, in fairness, once I saw what was happening. Hopefully he'll get a good of a push and will work now towards a title. That'd be brilliant. Have Aleister Black as maybe Intercontinental Champion. I think that'd be decent. Give him a good run as that. But yeah, so Aleister Black won. It was alright. Nothing really much to talk about on my side of that one. But yeah, see where it goes from here. Otis versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually quite happy I waited a couple of weeks before I did this one to see how this story has progressed since WrestleMania. So Otis won the match. We all know it got built up as a love story between Otis, Mandy and Ziggler. Recently found out Sonya Deville was the reason that Otis was late to the meal, because she deleted text messages and that. It's created this really little sort of love triangle, and then with Sonya in it as well. It's gained the interest, and the match was decent. Otis walked out winner, got his WrestleMania moment with the kiss with Mandy Rose. Everyone's happy. It was a good match, good storyline. Thought it might have ended there. It hasn't. If you've watched Raw SmackDown since WrestleMania, if you haven't, don't keep watching. But yeah, they're really carrying the story on now. So Mandy and Sonya are starting to spit promos at each other. It's really getting quite intense. And it's interesting to see where the storyline goes. I think WWE's done a pretty good thing here in using a couple of wrestlers that weren't really having much time or much spotlight, and they've created a storyline where actually everyone's quite interested in it. So Otis picked up the win at WrestleMania. It's been quite a good couple of weeks since then as well for him. So yeah, I'm all for that. Get on Otis. Well done. You do that, Caterpillar. Match 4 of WrestleMania 36. So this was the one when he returned at the Rumble. You was waiting for a match at WrestleMania. You know it's going to be good. Of course, I'm talking about Edge versus Randy Orton in the Last Man Standing match. What this match gave us was, it was a long match. I did sit there watching, it's gone on a bit, it is a bit of a long match, but at the same time that's really good for Edge, so he's been out of the ring for years, hasn't wrestled a match, so be able to give him the opportunity to have a long match that wasn't grueling in a way, wasn't big moves, it was a lot of striking, a lot of hitting, really allowed him to get back into the feel of a wrestling match. It worked really well. They used the arena well. They went backstage. Edge hit spear on top of Laurie. It was decent. Then the concerto. So we all knew, I think, Edge was going to win this one. But when you got Edge and Randy Orton in the ring together, it was always going to be a good match. It was always going to be storytelling, and that's exactly what it was. It was brilliant storytelling to sort of bring this rivalry to a conclusion. We assume that's finished now. We don't know what is next for Edge. I'm sure we'll find that out soon. But it was a great match. It was long. Me and my daughter sat there watched it, and it sort of did drag a bit when you're trying to watch it at 2 in the morning. It was hard work, but at the same time, it was good to get engrossed in the storytelling. And Edge, yeah, picked up the win. Knew he would. Let's see where he goes. Rated R. Good match, Edge. Match 5 was Garzon and Theory against the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team titles. Yeah, I mean, Garzon and Theory had every chance of winning this. They've been building them up over weeks, and the rivalries they've had. Street Profits are pretty obviously hot when the crowd's around. There's no crowd, so they couldn't really do their entrance that they like to do, where they go in amongst the crowd. But I'm a Street Profits fan. We want the smoke. Got the title, so I always wanted them to win it. They did win it. Was it a spectacular match? Not really much I can remember about it. It's a couple weeks ago, so it hasn't stuck in my mind massively. But I'm glad that Street Profits did win, and we're pushing still the titles going forward. And we'll probably see Garzon and Theory have a continued rivalry with Rey Mysterio and everyone else that they've been rivaling with at the moment as well. So yeah, we want the smoke. We've got the smoke. We've got the title. It's a pretty heavy title, not gonna lie. It's a good weight to this one actually. So that'll be on the wall with the others once I've got some hooks turn up. But yeah, the Street Profits still the Raw Tag Team Champions. The next match was the Women's 5-Way Elimination title match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I didn't realise it was an elimination match when it started. I thought it was just going to be a fatal 5-way match, first pinfall wins. And once we started watching it, I realised actually it's elimination. Always thought that this was going to result in sort of Sasha Banks turning on Bayley, which almost happened towards the end, where Bayley didn't stop Sasha from being eliminated. I think they're doing very well. It's a very slow build up to what everyone wants. Everyone wants Bayley versus Sasha Banks. It's going to happen. Hopefully the title will be on the line at the same time as that match does happen. But this is a good match. Everyone was able to show their strengths. You had Tamina, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Naomi, Lacey Evans. It was good characters there. Tamina seems to be building up. She's having quite a bit of spotlight at the moment, which is good because she is. She's got good moves. She's got what the hell of a super kick on her. If you watch SmackDown from last night, Friday, 17th of April, super kicks she delivered to Sasha Banks there were powerful. They're decent. So it was a good match. Like I said, Bayley didn't stop Sasha Banks being eliminated, which caused a little bit of friction there, and you can see that's building each week. It's getting stronger and stronger. But as we eventually saw, Sasha Banks came back in and helped Bayley win the match and keep the title. So Bayley retained the title at WrestleMania and is doing a really good job being a heel. I'm interested to see what you think of Bayley being a heel as well, and if she's doing a good job. But it will end with Sasha Banks versus Bayley. I'm pretty sure of that. And WWE are doing a very good job of sort of drip feeding that tension and rivalry to build it up. And I can't wait to see that match happen. Definitely. Now, I would do this in order. I'm going to save what is the next match to last, and we're going to jump to the Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar match for the World Heavyweight Championship. It was always going to be a quick match. We knew that. It wasn't anything spectacular. It sort of followed the same sort of pattern as the night before with Braun Strowman and Goldberg. But yeah, Drew deserves it. And Drew deserves to have the title. He's gone away. He's come back. He's built himself up. He's certainly worked more now as a wrestler. He's come over more with the crowd. He knows how to sort of go about himself in the ring now. And it was great to see him beat Brock Lesnar and finally sort of get rid of Brock for a while. And now I'm intrigued to see what Drew McIntyre does with the title and moving forward. He's already defended against the Big Show since WrestleMania. And by the looks of it now, he's got Seth Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah, coming after him for the title. So I reckon that's going to be a good rivalry. With some pretty epic matches in that as well. We know Seth's going to have help, so Drew's going to have to go fight against the odds to keep the title. I'm expecting a long reign. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so Drew McIntyre walked out and sort of closed the show of WrestleMania 36 with the title. So we're going to go to the other match now that was before that one. You all know what it is, or what it was, but we just don't know what it was. John Cena versus The Fiend in a Firefly Funhouse match. I don't know what to say about this really. Me and my daughter Jess, who's 11, it was the first time she stayed up to watch pay per view. We sat there and watched it together, and it started. And we was like, okay, this is interesting. What's going on here? You know, Cena's in the Firefly Funhouse. Went through the door, and then we just got lost. You know, myself being a wrestling fan, I was able to follow what was happening. But bless my daughter Jess, she's only been watching it for the last year or so. Was literally sat there like, what's going on, Dad? I don't get it. What's happening? And we sort of felt like that all through the match. It really sort of kept your interest. It was like, what's going on? Why are they doing this? What's happening? But it was very clever. I think what's happened is WWE's managed to use the situation in the world, which is obviously horrible and terrible situation. They've adapted to it and they've decided, you know, we can do something with this. We can use the fact we've got an empty arena. We can use the fact that we don't have to be live to do these matches, as we saw with the Undertaker and AJ Styles. I've got the Phenom shirt on. It certainly gave good creative outlet for WWE, and Bray Wyatt, as we know, is a genius. You know, his mind thinks differently than everyone else, and he created this match, and it was brilliant. It went through John Cena's past, all the sort of things he did in his career, and what would have happened if he turned heel with the NWO. It was really, really good, really clever, and the more you watch it, the more sort of you replay it, you realise how clever the match was. And obviously it ended with the Fiend pinning John Cena with Bray Wyatt doing the 1-2-3 count, which is banishing the fact that John Cena buried Bray Wyatt back in WrestleMania 30. It was good. I enjoyed it. You know, when I first watched it, I was a bit like, what's going on? I really took a while to get my head around it. I think it's because I just didn't know what to expect in the match. So it really sort of confused a lot of people. But when you looked on the internet after, the hype after there was nothing but praise for it. It was really good. And when you watch it again and again, you sort of realise how good storytelling was in that match, and how creative WWE had to be for that. So yeah, the Fiend won. It was a great match, great sort of show, really a great event. So what's my review over the two nights? I preferred night one to night two. I'm not gonna lie. I think night one had more interesting matches that sort of really kept me going, kept me watching it really, really easy. Night two, I found myself a little bit. I was watching it. I was intrigued by it. I enjoyed the matches. I just wasn't as invested into the matches as I was on night one. I think night one I was more invested in the characters and the matches than night two. So WrestleMania 36 as a whole, for considering the situation, I thought was a really good show. Also, we're referred to have been there at the Raymond James Stadium with 80,000 other people watching it live. But considering the situation and what they had to adapt to, they put on a good show. For an empty arena, they kept myself, it'll be interesting to know if they kept you guys entertained 4 to 6 hours, 6.5 hours, however long both nights combined were. And I can't really complain about the results. They were good matches, and a couple of weeks since WrestleMania, Raw, SmackDown, NXT have really sort of built on storylines from it moving forward to what they have just announced as Money in the Bank, a corporate Money in the Bank event where they start in a ring at the bottom of WWE headquarters, and to win the match they have to go to the roof, climb the ladder to grab the briefcase. That's, like I said, it's WWE. They're adapting to the situation. They're using what they have to create an event. So come Money in the Bank, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, or whether or not they do it in a cinematic experience like they have done with the Firefly Funhouse, Undertaker and AJ and Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa on NXT. Be interested to see how it goes. But yeah, that's my views on 36. Let me know what you think. Let me see how you feel it went. And I will be back. Don't know. We'll see. I've got something coming in from the Euroshop in a couple of weeks' time. Probably will have to do an unboxing for it because it looks like it's going to be incredible. So I'll probably be back on that video there. But in terms of WrestleMania 36, the road to WrestleMania 36 and this series, this is the last video for that. So thank you for following me. If you've been watching from the beginning, you know it was a very sentimental trip this was going to be, from a dad passing away, allowing, giving me the opportunity with what he left me, to have this once in a lifetime opportunity. Obviously it didn't happen because the world decided to stop it happening. But I was able to still sort of track it and feel the experience of going to WrestleMania, almost, So we'll just see what happens with WrestleMania 37, and if that does go ahead in LA next year, then come October, November time, I'll start a series up for WrestleMania 37. If you want to be part of that and watch that journey for my first ever WrestleMania, then subscribe to the channel, and I'll also post the odd videos building up to that. I've been asked to maybe do a few more wrestling videos. If you want to see that, let me know as well, about talking about what's happening in the universe, and my ever growing belt collection. So brilliant. My name's Lee. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, keep safe, stay home, and we will beat this COVID-19 together. Thank you very much. Bye.